Yo, top discussion family, what it do? When you roll in, do me a favor, send this live to at least 10 people. Send it to as many people as you can, really. But send this live, man, all the way through. Do me that favor. Y'all send this live through. Send this live through. What it do? What it do, y'all? What it do? What it do? Yes. Just made 3 new friends around the corner. They tapped in too. Appreciate y'all. We're rolling. Everybody rolling. You know, we usually start at 8:30. So I understand if, y'all a little behind. Cuz, what it do? I see you tapped in, baby. What it do? Everybody tap in, tap in. Set. Yo, what it do? Tap in, tap in. Warm up. What it do? How you doing, man?
We in the building.
Good with you. Get it. Get it. That's it. Good.
Cuz, what up, man? Top discussion, baby. We in the building. What's up?
Coolin', man. Top discussion. You know what time it is, man. How you feeling this week, brother?
What's up, man?
I ain't no coolin'. I'm coolin'. How you feeling?
No, I'm blessed, man. We understand we get to enjoy this Thursday.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes. Take nothing for granted. Take Nathan for granted.
Take Damon, cuz, and got the good lighting in there and all that.
I try
Bro,
to do
Henry,
right
what's
for you.
up?
What's up? How you feeling this week, man?
I feel good this week, baby.
You feel great?
I feel accomplished this week.
I hear that. I hear that. Yeah.
I don't know. I just did a podcast with Pocket Value Podcast. YouTube that, get on it. Go watch something. I gave out a lot of free game, man.
I hear that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The people need it, man. They need it.
Definitely need it, man.
You can't hold it in. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely need it.
Good.
Y'all stay lit. You know I love the energy. What's up, bro?
You know it. What's up, yo? Everybody roll in. You hear me?
Shout out to Kiki First Academy. I think they having a Met Gala or something. I keep getting the emails. Yo, you doing big things. We see you, bro.
Yeah, I was telling I was just speaking to Bro Henry on my business on Instagram, telling him, I should be out there in like June or something, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tap in with him. Out there, sit down with him, have a good time. Yes, sir. What'd you take in this week, man? What piece of information did you get, you know what I'm saying, that you took in this week?
Yo, listen to me. Failing, trust me, yo. I can't stress it enough, yo. You gotta, in order to be successful, you have to fail. It's like you fail your way to success.
Oh my goodness, you just hit something.
It's like you fail your way to success. My good brother Damon just stepped in the building. My guy said he gotta go, so we gotta get to it.
Yeah, I just invited him in. Let's get this rolling, man.
We gotta get to it.
Let's get this rolling. My man, how you doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
brother,
sir.
what's
going on, fellas?
Sir, how you doing, man?
We got to get the lighting right, man. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to get it together right now.
Yes, sir.
Make sure hey, listen. Make sure they see this fresh haircut, too, today.
Yeah.
Hold on. Your boy I'm fresh out the barber chair. I still probably got hairs on my face and in my ears and stuff, What's going on, fellas, man? I'm excited to be on the line with you guys tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. What's up, Damon? Let the people know, man. It's a couple people. You brought a lot of people in here with your community, but it's a couple people that in here that don't know who you are, man. You got the floor, my brother.
100%, 100%. So listen, if anybody from my community is just coming on, I want you to make sure you go up to where it says Moves Solo, and I want you to hit that click down, drop it down, and anything that is not, or anything that is blue, I want you to type on that real quick. But I'm honored to be invited onto this space, this platform with you gentlemen. If you do not know who I am, my name is Damon Dillard. I am the Elevated Income Coach. They call me a high income sales coach. Why? because I create the clarity that is going to create more income in your life, more fulfillment in your life, give you the lifestyle that you're looking for. Because what I find many times is people are looking to make more money. They're looking to create better circumstances for themselves. But the one question that they've never answered is, what do I really, really want? So what we end up going after are the frivolous things that other people want, the things that we see other people having. And the unfortunate thing is now we're measuring up our success against everybody else's highlight reel, when in all actuality, nobody's posting their failures. So what I teach on a lot of times is the mindset that's needed, the psychology of sales, the mindset that's needed to be successful in business in general. So I'm excited to be on, gents.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Excited to have you, man. Excited to have you, man.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. I want to know what inspires you to become a high income sales coach. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Being broke. like the crazy thing is, like, for a lot of people, whenever you see somebody with a lot of confidence, like the one thing that I think we don't really realize is that person probably came from a place where they were very insecure at some point or another, right? Like anytime we see the superheroes that we looked up to in Marvel comics or anything, like their greatest superpower came out of their greatest lack, their greatest limitation, right? Like you look at them, they were either geeks or dorks, and then they found a way to become, in a sense, superhuman. So when you've been to the bottom, or what I would consider to the bottom of my life, when I figured out how to start creating some money, there was nothing else I wanted to do rather than share it. And so what ended up happening was I did it for myself. I did it over and over and over. And then I said, you know, one beggar tells another beggar where they found food. That's pretty much how my career has been. Hey, listen, I kind of figured out a couple of things. You may want to listen. I think it'll work for you too. And then you're like, oh my God, it worked for you too? Great. Let's go tell somebody else. And that's how we kind of got here today.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
That's what's up. Damon, you came from like, what, $9 an hour, right? You was in a situation.
Man. So my real quick story, man. I was born at a very young age. So some of you guys will get that on the way home. But anyway, so I was told the same thing as anybody else. My mother told me to go to school, get great grades, graduate, go to college, blah, blah, blah. And what ended up happening for me is I was a little bit different because I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. So as a witness growing up, you never had an opportunity to play any organized sports. Now, the problem with that is the outlet for many kids is their extracurricular activities. So although I was sheltered, I ended up developing a skill set very, very early on of doing this. Like communication is my skill. I know that's my area of gifting as well. So what ended up happening for me was I never had aspirations to go to college. Like the last thing I wanted to do was do more school. I hated school. I graduated with a 1.7 GPA. When I did finally go to college, I graduated as a junior, which means it did not come with a degree. So what ended up happening for me was I said, you know what? I want to make a lot of money. Because I remember my mother working 3 different jobs. I remember my stepfather working 3 different jobs, having a paper route, having a cleaning company. I remember having a paper route at 11 years young, just trying to get myself the things that my parents couldn't provide. So for me, making money was at the highest of my priority list. So what ended up happening was got out of school, out of high school, got into the workforce immediately. I ran a gym, started a mortgage company, did all these different things, but I was just trying to figure it out. So ended up going back to school. I don't know if anybody's seen my videos. Like if there's any basketball players on here right now, you don't want any smoke with me, all right?
All right, okay.
Right now.
Okay.
So I'm 30. Nobody would guess my age. I'm 37 years young, but I'm telling you right now, nobody wants no smoke. But anyway, what ended up happening, man, I never played any organized ball my entire life, but I knew I was talented. So I started calling all these different. We still good?
Yeah, we still good. We still good.
Are we good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We good.
So anyway, ended up. Yeah, we're good. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So anyway, long story short, did my own recruiting, got out of school. I think everybody should take this note down. Be very, very discerning about the voice that you listen to, because it will lead you one of 2 places: to poverty or to prosperity. So I believe that whenever God wants to change anything in your life, he doesn't come over as an audible voice. He doesn't, call you on the phone or anything. He sends you a person. God speaks through people. So for me, coming out of college, I was just looking for guidance, guys. My father ended up telling me, he said, listen, man, you're going to be in commission-based sales for the rest of your life if you don't get a degree. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to use my skill of playing basketball. I'm going to get back in school. Ended up doing that. Newcomer of the year, like all the accolades, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I can hoop. Your boy can go. Like,
okay.
We're going to have to see that, brother. We're going to have to see. Anybody in the chat know this man can hoop, man. He's talking a lot.
Yeah, he's talking a lot.
Listen, if y'all seen me play before, if anybody's in here, go ahead and drop a fire sign in the chat. But anyway, so had a really good time, man. Had a chance to live out dreams that I've had for years because, like, again, I never played organized sports in school. But what ended up happening is I ended up getting out of school at 27 because I didn't start school until 23, college, right?
Right.
And what I realized is my situation in life was vastly different from anybody else. Like my peers that were on my team, they were graduating and they were just trying to figure it out. They were like, okay, I can take an internship. I can go to graduate school now. But I was graduating with real responsibilities. I didn't graduate. I quit. But I was coming out with real responsibilities. I had already had children. I had a girlfriend who's now my wife. Like, I had real life responsibilities. I had a home to take care of. And so I couldn't have any missteps. So what ended up happening for me is I wanted to go into the workforce and I knew I wanted to do something in sales. I believe that sales isn't everything, right? Like, we're selling right now. If you're online and you're just online to be online, like, you're wasting your time. Like, you're always selling something. Every single time you put a caption under a picture, you are selling with words. Every single time you make a post, whether it's a reel, whether it's a picture, you are selling, right? So I said, you know what? If I can master this area of sales and get into it at the highest level, I'll never have to worry about money again. Right? So what ended up happening, I started going to all these different financial firms, man. And I asked them a very simple question. I said, how long is it going to take me to make 6 figures? Like, I didn't know what a lot of money was, fellas. But to me, I said, you know what? If I can make it to 6 figures, I can live the lifestyle I want to enjoy. Here's the problem. Every single one of them told me the same thing. They said, listen, we love you. You interview well. You're charismatic, blah, 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 blah. Come in. Within 3 to 4 years, you'll make 6 figures. And as ambitious as I was, this is back in 2013, I said, nah, I don't have that type of time. Now, here's where everything changed. I'm making $9 an hour. I'm working for a furniture moving company. I end up running into, again, a voice. I believe that your mind needs 3 things to be successful. Your mind needs a direction, it needs a focus, and it needs a hero. For me, I ended up finding my hero in the form of a network marketing company, right? I didn't join the company, but I found my hero. And I remember seeing this gentleman at the front of the room, man, again, articulate, charismatic. You ever seen those brothers that just look like money? And listen, I didn't know what a lot of money was, but I knew I had a clip-on tie. I knew that my suit was about 2 sizes too big. I had Stacey Adams that were talking like this on the bottom of it. So anything was going to be better than what I had at that time. I walked up to him afterwards because at the time, he's making $300,000 a month. So I walk up to him afterwards and I said, listen, there's something that you know that nobody else in this room knows. Because the one thing I know about success, very few are being successful at your type of level. What do you know that nobody else in this room knows? And he smiled at me and he said, you know what's funny? About 5 years prior to this is back in 2013. So in about 2008, he had the same question for his mentor. And this is what he told me. This is what changed the game for me, guys. He said, Damon, there's no one in this room that believes the way that I do. Now watch this. The heavens didn't open up. Doves didn't start flying around. Like, there was no revelation. Like, there was no epiphany. In fact, I leaned in like, okay, what is it really?
Right.
Like, what is the tactic? What is the strategy? What is the skill? What are the how-tos? Like,
Right.
what are you investing in? What are you, like, tell me, is there a presentation? Are there certain rebuttals? Is there a script? Like, tell me the how-tos. And he said, no one believes the way that I do. Mm-hmm. And so I said, you know what? Watch this. The best thing that anybody in the audience can do right now is put this in the chat. I don't know what I don't know. I gave this example a little bit earlier, gentlemen, and you guys just play along with me for a quick second. What's on this paper?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all, right?
No, sir.
Now, me being on this side of the paper, what if I try to convince you that there is something on the paper, but all you see is nothing?
Right.
That's where many of us are in our lives. We're looking at the paper like this: lack, limitation, scarcity. Man, I can only make $9 an hour. I can only make $50,000 a year. I can only, because this is all we see. But see, when we end up getting a mentor or a coach, they're able to show us on the other side, there is something there. It's called the law of polarity. And so what he showed me in that moment was, Damon, you can have everything that you want if you develop the skill of believing. And so that's how I went from $9 an hour to where we are right now, through a series of events. End up getting under his mentorship. He wasn't even a mentor. He was like a silent mentor to me at the time. But what I did, and I want everybody to take this down, because I know if you're listening, matter of fact, I could go on and on. Y'all know I do this.
I ain't stopping you, brother. Go ahead, dude. I hear
nothing right now.
Do that microphone.
Hold on, let me take
Hey,
a
bro, go ahead.
I can't show the Celsius. Listen, I can't show the Celsius because they ain't sponsoring your boy yet. It's coming. Okay, here we go. So here's what happened. I want everybody to take this down. Everybody put the word result in the chat. Okay. The word is result. The problem that I was having in my life was there was a certain result that I was looking to achieve. Mm-hmm. And what was that result? For many of us, the result that we're looking for is monetarily, right? We're looking to make more money. We're looking to double our income. We're looking to take a quantum leap in our finances, whatever it may be. We want to make more money. Here's the problem. One of the books that gentleman had me read was Secrets of a Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. I encourage everybody to check that book out. Mm-hmm. And in that book, he likens your life, your ways of being, your human beingness, if you will, to that of a tree. And what he says is the fruit of that tree is just like the results of your life. So the results that you have in your fitness, your finances, your business, your money, your leisure, your contribution, that is all the fruit. So for example, just think about what's in your bank account right now. That is your fruit. Here's the problem that most human beings have. They say, which it sounds crazy, right? If I have apples growing from a tree, if I want to change it into an orange tree, let me change the leaves. Hold on, I can't. Yeah, you're right, Damon. I'm not going to change the leaves. I'm going to change the branches on the tree. Okay, you're right, Damon. I got that wrong. Hold on. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint the tree the same color as the orange tree. Then it will produce its oranges. No, we all know already, hey, we can only reproduce after our own kind. So guess what? In order for me to get oranges, what do I have to plant?
Orange seeds. An
orange seed. So we can't develop new fruit until first we've addressed the root.
Come on, man.
Somebody come on, man. It's called the domino effect. So if you want to find out, okay, Damon, how do I start creating more fruit in my life? How do I start creating the fruit that I truly want? We're seeing people out here making $100,000 days, $100,000 weeks, $100,000 months. Watch this. Here's the problem that most of us have, gentlemen. We're trying to get the right tactic. Oh, I got it. In order for me to have a six-figure day, there's something I need to know, right? Like, okay, once I have the right funnel, once I have the right marketing system, once I have the right team, bull, BS. It's called a belief system. Here's why. Because have you all ever heard somebody say to you, you know what? It's not about what you say, it's how you say it in sales. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So I could give anybody the tactics and the strategies, but if they don't have the right belief system behind it, it'll never happen.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody put this in their notes, because I got about 12 minutes, right? Watch this. So if you want to know, you're like, okay, Damon, I hear you. Okay, I need to plant new roots, and that will produce new fruit. But how do I go about doing that? Number one, the foundation to you creating a new result is your belief system. Why? Because your beliefs have a direct effect on your thoughts. Your thoughts have a direct effect on your feelings. Your feelings have a direct effect on your actions, and your actions will have a direct reflect on your results. I'm going to say that again. Your beliefs are creating your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your feelings. Your feelings are creating your actions, and your actions are creating your results. I don't care who you are. The only reason any human being in the entire world does anything they do is for one reason, and one reason very only. Because they feel like it.
Yes, sir.
So guess what? If you try to change what you do by just changing how you feel, the problem is you can't change your feelings. Why? Because you can only change your focus.
Yes, sir.
But if you try to change your focus without changing your thoughts, well, how you do that? I had somebody, I was at Neo's conference last week, and young lady came up to me. She's heard me teach before, and she said, hey, listen, I really, really appreciate your teachings. It's helped me a lot. She said, my daughter, she goes to Clark Atlanta. And, you know, I really, really want to help her out because, you know, she's experiencing some things in her life right now, and I just want to see her do better. And she said that her daughter has had feelings of depression and anxiety, right? And she said, I told my daughter, baby, all you have to do is change your thoughts. And I said, well, in concept, that's a cute thing, right? Like that, like I get it. You're an incredible mother, nothing against you. But watch this. I got a question for everybody. What is a thought? Right? That's like me saying, hey, everybody, don't look at the guys with the hats on. Right? Like, I'm automatically going to be drawn to the very thing that I'm not trying to think of. That's hard. So what I do and what I teach and what I learned that completely changed my life, gentlemen, is me. Like one of the greatest investments, we're talking about NFTs and Bitcoin and all these currencies and blah, blah, blah. Listen, one of the greatest investments you could ever make is back into you.
Trying to tell you. Come on, man. You got Hey, David, you gotta cut it out, man. You gotta cut it out.
We're here to serve. Y'all told me to come in, drop some heat, drop some flames. And here's what happened for me, man. Like when I started to get this, again, I was in a really, really dark, lonely place. Like everything didn't just immediately go from, okay, he told me to start believing, and then I went from $9 an hour to millionaire. Like that's not what happened at all. Like I want everybody to understand something. Entrepreneurship is by far cruel and unusual punishment. Like let's not get it twisted. Like when you come down this road, there have been things that I've experienced over the last 7 years being an entrepreneur that I wouldn't wish on anybody. It's hard, but there's something called the easy hard principle. Have you guys ever heard of that?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if I start my life right now doing the things that are easy, my life is going to end up being hard.
Later on.
In my business, I deal with baby boomers every day, right? Most of my clients are between 55 to 85 in my primary business. And one of the greatest things that I get a chance to do is to converse with them. And I just ask them straight up, fellas, hey, is there anything that you regret? Like, is there anything that you wish you had done when you had the energy and the enthusiasm and the ambition to do it? And you know, one of the scariest things to do is to look in an elderly person's eyes and they start to well up with tears. Because, watch this, not because they wish they had more money. they wish they had more time.
Come on, bro.
Yes.
Come on, brother.
You just, matter of fact, you just said that earlier. You said, think of life as an hourglass, right? I was watching you live. And we all know how many years that we've been here, but we don't know what we have at the top.
At all.
That struck. That struck, because I got, so many friends leaving this world early. That struck me in a different way, because I was like, yeah, let me stop wasting, my time. Let me stop wasting my time. Let me not waste anybody else's time. Let me, now with the son, let me move forward on what I need to move forward on right now. Stop playing with yourself. Keep the envelope pushing. So thank you for that. I watched it live earlier. It really hit a nerve.
Absolutely. If I could give anybody anything, the two ways that you'll get what you really, really want between now and 1 year from now, 365 days, two things. It's very, very simple. The books you read and the people that you hang around. Like you want to change your entire environment immediately. Change the people that you're hanging around and change the books you're reading. Here's some books that I want to give just to add some value to everybody. The first book that I would encourage anybody, even if you're brand new to personal self-development, if you're just looking to improve your life, number one is What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Dr. Shad Helmstetter. And the reason why I always suggest this book is because 75% to 80% of the conversations we're having every single day are with ourselves, which means if for whatever reason we're not hitting the goals and visions that we have, it's not because somebody did us wrong. It's because we talked ourselves out of it. And I tell people all the time, honestly, if you had a best friend that talked to you the way you talk to you, you probably wouldn't even be friends with them anymore. Now watch this. 90%, this is what's crazy, 90% of the actions that we take every single day are unconscious, which means I'm on autopilot 90%. Like the way I respond to everything, the way I respond to you, the way I respond to adversity, the way I respond to opportunities is all the same. And the only way to reprogram that is by what I'm saying to myself. And so I tell people to get this book immediately, because stop listening to podcasts, stop listening. Listen, because even after you watch this, there's two conversations happening. There's a conversation that we are having with you, but then there's a conversation you're having with yourself. So the problem is you can get great information, but until you change that system, that programming, it'll never change. Number two, I would say The Science of Getting Rich. The Science of Getting Rich. And I would only do specific chapters. I would do chapter 4, chapter 7, and chapter 14. Chapter 4 is going over the mind, the power of the mind, the unconscious mind. Chapter 7 is over gratitude. Chapter 14 is leaving people with the impression of increase. So I love chapter 14, gentlemen, because I don't care what position you have right now. You could be on the fries at Wendy's. Doesn't matter. After you read that chapter, you will know unequivocally that you can create whatever you want where you are. And then last one, I would say two more real quick. Think and Grow Rich. Definitely the chapter on desire. Definitely the chapter on faith. Getting into the auto-suggestion. The only way to build faith is by hearing. Auto-suggestion builds faith as well. The self-confidence formula is in that chapter, which is incredible for anybody looking to build confidence. The chapter on persistence. And then most important, the chapter on decision-making. The gentleman that owns the Rockets, he also owns one of my favorite hotels in the world, the Post Oak in Houston, right? He said that if he could, his name is Buster Tillman. He said that if he could teach his children any skill out of his business, he said the number one skill he would teach them is how to make decisions. How to make decisions. And then the last one will be the Bible. So, yeah, man.
Yo, my guy Damon that came on here and dropped crazy game. I know you got a hard stop at 9 o'clock. What, we got 3 minutes?
Yeah. I got my my team call.
Team call. Real quick. $9 an hour. You was hanging around certain people. What happened? Right? Talk to me about what happened when you start focusing on yourself, personal development. You start putting yourself first. What happened? Talk to me. I just want to have real quick.
Do you mind if I say a mini cuss word?
Do you?
They need to hear it.
Listen, man. All hell broke loose. And I want everybody to understand something. Like I never heard anybody articulate it this way before. We good?
Yeah, we good.
I never heard anybody articulate it this way before, but I heard one of my silent mentors, kind of a mentor right now, but he said behind any intention, there will always be disruption. I'm gonna say that again. Behind any intention, there will be disruption. So the minute that you set a goal, the minute that you have an expectation, the minute you look to change your life, it is a law. It is set up this way that you will be disrupted. Listen, watch this. I've been watching the playoffs, fellas. Right? I love basketball. Kyrie Irving, one of my favorite players in the world.
Okay.
Hopefully he does something different, right? Like, I don't know what's going on with my guys right now. They make me different. But the only reason we watch that game, which think about it, at the end of each of the court is a goal. G-O-A-L. But the only reason we watch it in suspicion, in anticipation, is because of the defense that comes between it. Because we would never watch our team just go score buckets all day. Like, that wouldn't be fun.
Right.
But the way it's set up is that disruption builds you into the person you must become in order to have the things that you want. So $9 an hour, listen, Damon's always been talented. I'm going to just be honest. Like, I've been gifted by God. But watch this. My talent always got me somewhere where my character could not keep me.
Jeez.
So, hold on 1 second, fellas. Give me 1 second. So the issue for me was, give me 1 second, guys.
That was literally one of my questions. I wanted you to elaborate on. You're doing it now, though. That intentions, and right after follows disruptions. That hit. That hit right there.
Okay. So the issue was this. I was extremely talented. Character are things like integrity, being showing up on time, being disciplined, being consistent, having the right habits. Like, I could show up and wow the crowd. But like the follow through, like who you truly are is who you are when nobody's looking. That's character. That's integrity. And those were the things that I needed to focus on. So I'll give this to you guys, and then I gotta roll. But we could definitely do part 2. Like, I'm gonna be over here at 10. But I want to give everybody this. Here's what helped me. Because in order for things in your life to change, you must change. And I wanted a drastic change in my finances. 2014, I made less than 12 grand that whole year. I think it was like 11,700. I wanted to get to 6 figures. Now watch this. I made $155,000 within 6 months of me making this decision. And here's the decision that I made. Hold on 1 second. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? Come on in the room. If you would like to, go ahead and share this out to at least 2 people. We will be getting the call started in less than 3 minutes. Please make sure that you have a pen and a piece of paper. You will not want to miss any of the gems that we are delivering this evening. Let's get it.
Sir.
Okay, cool. So, this is what I did. Within 6 months of me making this decision, I went on something called a mental fast. Right? Whenever athletes want to completely change their bodies, they go on a fast. Whenever people want to change their spiritual life, they go on a fast. Well, I needed it all to change. Right? I'm 3 months past doing my utilities. I'm about to be evicted from my home. I'm about to lose anything I love in the moment. Right? Life is bad. I needed a drastic change.
Right.
So what I did was I changed everything. I cut off anything and anybody that was negative. No more social media. No more television. No more secular music. No more negative environments. You asked about friends. My mentor told me, Damon, you need to have a season of separation. Guess what? In that season of separation, some of my closest friends curse me out. Watch this. Some of my closest friends to this day now thank me for the decision I made because either they've been in my business or they're now entrepreneurs who are inspired by my change in decision. See, a lot of the people that you're afraid to leave are actually depending on you to change.
Yes, sir.
And for many of us, you're going to save their life. We got to do part 2, fellas. I got to jump off here.
My brother, I appreciate you.
Hey, fellas, listen, man. Again, I just want to acknowledge both of you for just seeing me, allowing me to, again, share the platform. It's my pleasure to serve. I love it. I just want to see people win. So whenever you're ready to jump back on, shoot me a DM. You know we can rock and roll, bro.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
I appreciate it, baby.
Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. Man, he just dropped. He just dropped some. I don't even want to call them gems. Call them boulders. Call them glaciers. Whatever you want to call them.
I don't even know what to tell you. Like when you pull up to the top discussion, this is what happens.
Yes, sir.
Every single Thursday, this is what goes down. You never know who's pulling up to give you straight value, straight game. Like I can't give you all the game. Avon can't give you all the game. But this man just pulled up and gave you. Should have had your notepads out. Don't ask what he said. Note takers are money makers. We got to stay focused. We got to stay prepared at all times. We don't have to. We got to stay ready so we don't got to get ready.
Yes, sir.
And if you miss what he said, you know we run it back on YouTube. Y'all know what time it is, man. I don't even know what else to say. I can't even, like, my brother Damon, he dropped the mic on him. I don't even know what to say, man. Listen to me. If you still here, go up here and follow each and every one of us, right? Each of us, it's 2 of us, Move Solo, Dillard. Follow us every single Thursday. We go in just like this.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was, I felt like he just gave a sermon. You hear me?
Don't know
that mental fast is coming. That mental fast is coming. I hope some of y'all are ready because it's needed, brother. It's needed.
A lot of y'all got that bad energy around you. You know, like, I'm been supposed to cut this person off, but I'm still in this situation with them.
Yes, sir.
Cutting people off, man. Keep moving forward. Like,
yes, sir.
Yo, shed the dead weight. We say it all the time. Really shed that dead weight and really go forward. Right?
Yes, sir.
Time is a limited resource. We never know when our expiration date is. We don't got time to play. Now. Time is now. Now stands for no opportunity wasted. The time is now.
Yes,
go
sir.
get it.
Yes, sir.
If y'all ain't motivated by now, I don't even want you to be motivated. I want you to be driven. I don't even want it to be perfect. I just want you to get it done.
Yes. Make sure if you got the wrong environment around you, make sure you disperse. Make sure you cut all that off. Make sure you keep pushing in the right light. Get them people away from you. If they slowing you down, they dead weak. I'll be the first to tell you. Make sure you cut that off. Make sure you cut that off. For real. Do what you got to do, baby.
You ready? You ready to end it? I don't even know what to say. Like the first 30, 40 minutes was just crazy.
I ain't no need to say nothing else.
Just crazy.
Like, what do you say after that? What do you say after all that game somebody just gave you, telling you everything? I literally, look, I ain't trying, look, I show love on this thing. The questions I got on this paper, he answered before I can ask him. Do you believe in balance? What's your environment? What's your environment supposed to be as an entrepreneur? He just went through all of that. I gotta hurry up and put this on YouTube for you. Ain't no need for me to say nothing else. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to ruin the youth. I don't want to ruin it. Y'all just go check it out at this point, man. Go check it out, yo. Go check it out.
You rocking with this top discussion. We here every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Don't miss it. If you're not on YouTube and subscribe, go subscribe, like, and comment. Like, we not playing with it. This is that type of community. A lot of us, we grew up in communities that told us, hey, don't talk to this person, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, and it failed us. We creating that room, we creating that energy, we creating our own demand for success.
Yes, sir.
And we only want to speak with successful people, so if you not want to be successful, get your ass out the room. I'm going to just be honest with you. We ain't here to elevate. And if you ain't with it, then get lost.
I'm going to need you to keep pushing. What you say, if you ain't reaching for the top, what you say?
If you ain't reaching for the top, then put your hand down. At this point of our life, it's invite only.
Yes, sir.
It's invite only. Somebody say at this point in my life it's invite only. Like I'm not messing with the same people that's dragging and lagging and dead weight. Come on, man.
Yes. Yes.
Close me out, man. I gotta turn up. I gotta turn up my time. I gotta turn up. Our soul space. Let's go, cheers. Everybody have a great weekend. Be safe. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Invite only, baby. Invite only.
Bringing it in. I'm gonna have to call.